Let's see. I'm gonna give it till 8 o'clock. Can you hear me? I scheduled a live. Okay, you can. Now when I sing. I scheduled it for 8 o'clock. Well, it just jumped to 11 people. Embarrassing. I thought I was all alone. Okay, so you guys can hear me. I'm about to scream. Ready? Okay, so if you can hear me, I have bad service in my little... Where the heck is that? I was like, what is a message that you guys need to hear that I should share with you? That's like, what's message? Have a lovely evening, everybody. Okay, and I got, the first card was the underworld, and I was like, oh no. I started reading, was like, oh no. But the last sentence, I was like, oh, okay, that goes along with what I've been talking about lately. Buffer jail. Again? And then I got the threshold. I'm just gonna keep talking and we'll see what happens. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Okay, so I'm gonna read the underworld. There is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmare, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any costs. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Transversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength. I don't want to read these words before I have to go to sleep by myself in a car. While summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated, take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, make more intimate partners, soldiers of light in our shadowy times. Amid our shadowy times, facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. I thought that was interesting because I posted something in terms of like the bat call and abuse. Getting a little too honest lately. I'm getting real sick of, I don't know, man. I'm getting real sick of life and people to the extent where it's like, I'm not holding back at all anymore. It was so well formed. A new frontier calls, guys. This is the liminal realm. One dear friend, just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. Just like the other world that is talking about. I feel like I reached a threshold today with making that video about people. Oh my god. Can you guys? I think I'm just in a bad spot. I don't normally come here. There's too many people, honestly. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hi, everybody. How do I put in? This one? Hope you guys can hear me. I don't think I'm meant to go live tonight. Anyway, you just take any step you can on becoming the new version of you. Because what is this life? You only get one life. You guys can even understand me or hear me before bed. There's just too many people. I'm very irritated today, this week. My God. So this is just irritating me more, and I'm trying to just go with the flow. Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely evening. Yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot lately about something I talked about in a different life. How you find what you'll live for and then die for it. Find what makes you feel alive and then die for it. And I talked about how I called the cops on this couple that were physically fighting and screaming at each other in a motel room that I got a couple nights ago. And I also was pissed because I needed rest. I desperately needed rest, and it was interrupting my rest. And hi, everybody. Thanks, Don Rivera. I just feel like increasingly annoyed with people. But the annoyance with people, it's not going anywhere. I'm using it as my fuel to redirect me here. That's what that threshold card meant to me. Like, I'm reaching a new reality where I just don't care anymore. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I even should. But I think a lot of people don't understand what to do with their pain and their past trauma. Or I didn't for a long time, and I've been doing it. I've been using my ability to gab and share and connect with people to the best of my abilities with what I have. And I try to deny a lot of things that I've been through. And I kind of do it on purpose. Maybe I'm not fully aware of it. I am now, but it's interesting when I'm just trying to be helpful and change things in this world that I see need change, or just change things in myself and improve my own life, and just do what I personally want in life, is to be of service, to make videos, to be creative, to not fear life, to not fear people, and just kind of observe how people react to that. And if they're triggered by it, and if they try to put me down in any way, they don't even know the full story of why. And even the ones that know some of the story, they still don't care. They'll still try and put you down. So it's just, I don't know. Everything's coming full circle lately, and I'm understanding why nothing has worked out before, especially with people, and why I'm here. And instead of like just being alone, with the heartbreak of it, I guess, I just feel like I was wasting my voice on people who were not listening for so long. And I got to do something with my voice, because there's literally people who can't even speak. They can't speak up for themselves, literally. And there's people who are literally getting abused if they try and speak up. I'm just tired. And I'm tired of hearing how everyone's tired and not many people are doing anything about it. And I don't really know exactly what to do about it. I'm doing what I can. I'm taking the little steps. I don't know if I'm selfless, because I'm doing it for the parts of me that needed it before. I'm just annoyed. And something happened again today. It's just, I don't know what was going on with this person. Some weird manipulation thing. I feel so spun around when I'm around them. And today I just was like, I'm so confused and you are irritating me. Like, I just blurted it out and they didn't say another word. It's like I caught them. Like I pointed out the obvious and they had nothing more to say. I don't want to jump the gun, but I know now what I fear. What do you fear? Hello, Mark Galfrey. Okay. You look like you need rest. Should probably be sleeping soon. Soon. I wish I could get better sleep. I went live last night. Was that last night? Oh my God. And I was at a different rest stop. I gotta stop sleeping at rest stops, but I just like that a bathroom's close. That's it. But there was nobody around me, and these people pulled up right next to me, blasting rap music, and then some kid kept getting out of the car and screaming, and they're like, "Hey, get the F back in the car!" Like they're talking to this kid, this little baby like that, and it's just crying. And they're like, then another guy screaming at another guy, like, "Get the F out of my car! Get out of my front seat! Get out!" Like they were there, and then I like fell back asleep. I woke up and they're still there. I'm like, I got so mad. I jumped in my front seat. I like finally went to the back. I jumped in my front seat and I just took off. I didn't even take off the other window covers. I took off the front one and I think maybe I took off this and I could see in the back. I don't know. But I like zoomed off and just parked further down. I was so mad. And then they left like 2 seconds later. I was like, what's going on? Why am I being so tested? Thanks, Dawn. Can we just all cry and hug? You fear the demon inside and one day letting it win. Well, don't let it win. How can you not let the demon win? What is the demon to you? What kind of lore you got going on? You must dissipate. Hi, Mokram. You must dissipate the trauma and move on. Life's too short to keep your focus on such negativity. See, that's the thing. It's not like this is what I've been dealing with forever, especially the past few years with all this spiritual stuff. It's not me being negative, and it's me like transmuting that and people's opinions on that no matter what, because the things that I've gone through can be a beacon and a light for other people. You know, people are going through similar pain and trauma to me as me. And I can't not think about those things. Those things haunt me. And things have been happening lately that are making it very, very obvious. They've been happening, but I'm finally understanding more. I'm accepting it more. I'm becoming more confident in it. Because, you know, I don't fear it like other people fear it. You know? This is my purpose. I'm just trying to figure it out. My part of my purpose is just yapping too and connecting with people. And so this is how it's coming out. This is how we're doing it. Have I been up all night? It's only 8 o'clock, but yeah, I was up all night last night. I probably slept about 4 hours. I was thinking that you should go live and fall asleep eventually. It always works for me. Your voices and meaning soothe my mind. And yes, ma'am. Okay. I gotta put my window cover up and turn my light on. I think the biggest thing about fearing people is remembering we're all stupid, and they're extra stupid, or more stupid than you. Way more stupid than you. No need to fear the ignorant, in my opinion. Yeah, Bradley. I think I'm trying to cope with the world as best as I can. And this is how I cope with it. It's by reaching out, doing something more instead of just sitting in my head, you know, and I don't want to sit in my head where I'm passing on negativity and more trauma to people. Like, I actually want to contribute something because I feel good most, you know, when I'm by myself and stuff. I got cherries, you guys. Anybody want cherries? If you reach only one, then you have succeeded. Exactly. Only one. Somebody years ago, too, told me that I'm going to ruin people's lives. So I always have that in my head. And every time I get a good comment that I've helped them in some way, I'm like, yes, yes. You know, you got to turn that negativity into something positive. Turn it into fuel. Doing good. Been watching the tennis. I want to play tennis so bad, but I can only play with a wall if I get a tennis racket because I have nobody to play with. Hold on, guys. I got to get my window covers up and stuff. Try not to. That's why I can't do that song. Maybe now we can do that side. Difficult thing in the world. Got my nightlight. Came to a rest stop again too, so I go live, but I don't know. Everyone can freaking hear me. It's awkward. I'm trying not to give a flying fuck because I hear people just blasting their music and yelling at each other all night. So what's the difference? You can hear me talk about deep shit in my car. The light on. Hi everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Getting ready for bed. Hello, Nathan Carpentry. Are you a carpenter? My car is all right. I have a appointment with the mechanic on Tuesday. I need a whole new splash guard and something's hanging. Part of my splash guard's hanging over my tire right now. And I went to Valvoline the other day and he was like, it's fine. It's just gonna fall off on the freeway. And I was like, you want me to cause an accident? I don't think so. So the quickest appointment I could get was Tuesday. And I like this place because, I don't know, I hope they can just fix it within a day. We'll see. I'm wondering if I could just have them cut off and then order the new part, like schedule it to get done within the same day because I need my car because I live in it. It rained last night in Weston, Washington, and it was so nice to cool down from my Prius. That sounds lovely. It sprinkled a little bit over here. Citrus shade. I'd rather be negative than dishonest. Exactly. I'm also really sick of people like, I don't know, the negative positive thing, the good bad. It's all relative. Don't think that way. Okay. I mean, I understand, and like we shouldn't fear things, but how do you think we get through the fear? You have to go through it. You have to experience it. You don't just get over it one day. You can't just wait for a better mood. It's gonna keep coming back up. You know what I mean? But you can't linger in it either. So we have to learn how to balance it all out. It lives within all of us. Stephen King famously quoted, "Monsters are real, ghosts are real too. They live among us and sometimes they triumph." Soul Collector, you were saying that you don't want the demons to win. What did you say? I fear the demon inside and one day letting it win. We all have demons inside, and evil exists within all of us. Like the devil is within us as well as God. Like something I'm also really realizing and practicing for myself. You know, I made those videos about what's going on in the world, and yes, there's evil, and yes, you know, the leaders, like, everyone can hear me. I sound so nuts, dude. They literally, they worship some dark forces to manipulate this physical world. Like, there's literally other people who do that. That doesn't mean, I mean, I don't believe that. I hope you guys watching me don't believe in that or worship that. But all of these things exist within us, and nothing can really have control over us unless we allow it to. And that's what we need to wake up to. That's like the real work. Like, even if things in our outside world are getting in the way, even if people irritate us, even if they got cameras everywhere, even if these laws and these regulations, blah, 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 what's going on within us is way more powerful than anything that goes on outside of us. And the more like you recognize the good and the bad within you, you accept it, you know, more things are happening, like, oh, I'm just helping people. It's not, my reality is not bringing me people. Like a couple nights ago, if you guys didn't see my short video, I stayed in a motel. I got a cheap motel for 2 nights. And the first night I woke up to a girl being abused, like screaming bloody murder, banging up against my wall and other walls. I could hear the guy yelling. I think he was like covering her mouth and she was trying to scream through the muffled. I don't know. It was awful. And like, I couldn't even listen to it for more than a couple minutes. And I called the cops and they were there in a second. But it really traumatized me. And he stayed there and she left. And I've experienced similar things. And I've been experiencing this and seeing this in my reality with other people at those seasonal jobs. Before that, the roommates I had, it's like endless everywhere, okay? It just doesn't stop. And I kept thinking, I'm doing something wrong. Why does this keep showing up? Like, am I not healing correctly? What's a limiting belief that I have that I'm attracting these people, or like potential partners, just like previous ones? Things like that. What I talked about with the people in my video today. It's like endless. These people are everywhere, just trying to get something. But you know, like, I could choose to see like, oh no, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? But now I'm seeing like, oh no, that was an opportunity for me to show up for that woman, you know, and that guy, whatever. I was also just so annoyed. I was annoyed at that guy. I was like, you're going to stop doing that because I need to go to sleep, buddy. I did not pay for this motel to hear you fucking abusing somebody. You POS. Yeah, I don't even know if I should be talking about this. Whatever. But it happened. I was pissed. How dare you? But this happens to me a lot. And like, I get connected with people. I live in my car. I mean, I wander around. I connect with other homeless people. I have for many years. Like, I've been through a lot of darkness in my life. I don't talk about it because it's nobody's business. But it's very interesting to see how that shapes my reality, especially now that I've become so light, you know? And sometimes I really hate that it's still here. I wish it would just go away, and I never could think about it, associate with it, get other people be attracted to me who are still associated with it, but it just happens. It's all within us, and the more we fear that darkness within us, that's not even, you know, I'm thinking of things that it's not even really mine. It was put on me, you know, like the more I fear that, the more I feel so disconnected from myself. But the more I just accept it, I'm brought these opportunities to help people. I don't know if I'm explaining this right at all. Still very fresh. But I don't think there's anything bad within us. I mean, some people are bad, yeah, but I believe in like Gnosticism. I got into that. Gnosis, knowing, knowledge. There's things called archons, the demiurge who sends the archons, that instills all this fear in us, all this pain, all the bad things that happen in the world. But more and more, and I'm seeing it more and more too in my algorithm, like they don't really have that power over us. Like we can still choose better things in our lives. Like what are we doing right now? Are the archons holding you hostage? Like are these world leaders holding you hostage right now? There are doorways out of this, is what I'm saying. We don't have to keep choosing the fear and all that. And we don't have to push it away either. It's like, yeah, I see it. I know it's there, but like I'm good. I'm a big girl. I'm a big boy. No, like it pisses me off so much that it's just like, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Like I'm tired of people, they meet stuff. And I'm reconnecting. I should probably check once this reconnects and make sure you guys can even hear me. Can you guys hear me? I'm losing service. Anyway, I'm just ranting. I'm really pissed that this dark energy, these fears, get such a grip on us. That's what I really want to say. And I'm doing my best to deal with that anger. And I'm really hurt. I'm not really angry. I'm hurt by it. I want it to end. But it's still here. And we have to be there. Okay, a little glitchy, but loud and clear. We gotta be there for ourselves and for other people. Or else what's the fucking point? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how people can still live like normal fucking lives and go to work. And just, we're aware of it, but asleep to it. I don't understand. This is my little piece of the world, which is a huge piece, where I can accept it and do something with it and not be in denial. Great, everyone's calling me mom now. I've watched some of your videos. Mega Maviri, thank you. I've watched some of your videos and your breath of fresh air. This world is definitely not what I expected. Me neither. Making the best of it. See, like there's so many. You guys are out there. How the hell do we cope with this? Hi Shade. My wider family are seconds away from being deleted from my phone for being stupid. Your wider family? Like the fat people in your family? Your wider family. That's how I feel lately too. It's just like, whoa. You're gone. Mia, forever peace. You have helped me. I am on the street too. 32-year-old woman in Washington. Oh, Mia. Yeah. It's just crazy. Hey, Trunks. Mokram, the world is in the control of the wicked. You are awake, and this can be hard to cope with all these NPCs that have no clue. That's the thing, though. Like, people do have a clue. That's what pisses me off. They do have a clue, and yet they're still... I understand we're still learning, but I don't even know. I don't know. What you think about this world, do you think when you leave this place you're missing out on anything here or not? Wait, sorry, gravity. What you think about this world, do you think when you leave this place you're missing out on anything here or not? No. I think the thing that I have left is to really speak up for myself and for other people. And that's it. That's exactly what I'm doing. I don't, like I was talking about that movie, Jacob's Ladder. That movie like shifted everything for me. I feel like I've been living my dreams, and I feel like what's happening to the world, I'm not interested in it anymore. So this is how I'm keeping my own dream alive, to be of service in a way, and I don't see the point other than that. Yeah, I'm not missing out on anything here. And honestly, like as traumatizing as my life has been, it's been pretty good too. I got a lot of good memories. I've experienced a lot. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Because the more I get to know people and the more I see, it's like, it's kind of all the same. Tell them to shut up. No, don't do that. Too many crazy peeps. Cherries with no pits. Damn, whipped cream. Oh, I'm really behind in the chat. I'm like, cherries. Can I get cherries? Oh, they're leaking. There's pits. There's pits in here. But some of them are already moldy. So I'm scared to eat it. It's too... I'm nervous. Last thing I need is a stomach flu in my situation. So beautiful, but so defiant. I don't know. It's just the way I look. But thank you. Where am I? Where am I? Fear leads to the dark side. I don't know though. But sometimes fear leads to the light side. I have been demon free for some time. Don't give them an inch. I know, man. I know. But you know, but they don't know what you're going through. They don't know, like, you could be on the edge, and people just sometimes, you know what I mean? Joker says madness is like gravity, or you need a little push. Yeah, as a person who deals with fear on a daily basis due to work, it can confirm you are correct. The only way is through. Are you a firefighter? You a cop? Are you a fed? Are you an op? Hello, Critter. Hello, Oakfish. Michael. No, I don't have a twin sister. Isn't that an old one? No twin sister. Everyone has a doppelganger. I apparently have a lot of doppelgangers. Hey, Soul Collector, just trying to give an honest answer for your fear question the other night. I didn't want to just come out with anything that didn't mean something. Thank you, I appreciate it. And it's good to like riff off of each other, so I appreciate it. Don't be deceived by the wisdom of man. Can you explain that more, Molcrum? Don't be deceived by the wisdom of men. Gnosticism feels real. This reality is Chuck E. Cheese as fuck. Chuck E. Cheese has good pizza, and you can take pictures. Good games. Yeah, it definitely feels real. It feels like the closest thing to truth that I've found so far, and from all my dipping into religions and spiritual teachings. So loud. Am I still glitchy? Oh, I don't think Mulcrum's even in the chat anymore. We'll never know what he meant. We'll never know. DJ Darkside Jungle, hello. I go for walks every day and I see how as people have become antisocial. Nobody goes out and hangs out with friends anymore. Nah, it's been like that for a minute. And honestly, I get like that a lot on my walks. I'm just like, don't talk to me. I still have my sunglasses on. Just like, do not talk to me. I get it. But it does, I don't know, something feels really good and fancy free when you do say hello to people and you're like, yes, and they receive it and whatever. Just smile at people. Give them a good fake smile. I got kicked off the Bellingham Reddit page for making posts that they considered antisocial. What? Wouldn't interacting at all be social? I get sick of all the normie talk, and sometimes I just write stuff not to offend, but it does tend to. Oh, you got too dark. Got too real. People don't like when you're too real. I think that's why, like, I appreciate that I have this, that I keep up with this channel and like attracted good people on this channel, because for so long people were like, you can't, what are you talking about? Like, I would just go to people and be like, do you feel like this? And they're like, this is not the place or the time. I'm like, but we're alive. When is the place and the time? So I'll just start my own channel. The family that has been all but useless and only turn up when there's drama for them to get a fix off of. Ah, the family that's the wider family. The family that has been all but useless and only turn up when there's drama for them to get a fix off of. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the family I got left, unfortunately. You got a podcast, Don Rivera Diaz? What's your podcast about? Yeah, one day at a time, Soul Collector. That's what the card said. I don't want to look it up and read it again. You got new synthesizer today? That's awesome. I want a synthesizer. Like a little keyboard or something. I need to learn how to play an instrument again and like really dedicate my time to it. Maybe I should do that, because like drawing and painting, maybe because it's just too hot right now, I just feel like I still do it, but I feel like I'm losing my mojo. Like, I really like to get lost in creative things, and I'm like not getting lost. Not lost, but found. You can tell they're just in it for the drama and attention, because they don't stick around once the big event dates are up, such as funerals, weddings. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with family anymore. Even if I get sad sometimes, I can never go back to that life. Seriously, I wish I'd catch all your tears, no question. Bam if you want. Speaking the truth. Calm down, Joey. So this is where the cool kids hang out. Yes, Jared Waters. Yes. I'm going to need some pictures of cute kitties after this to equal it all out. Yeah. Sorry. Not sorry. Flowering 19, never give up on your dreams. Ship of dreams, I live out my car too. Hi, Flowering 19. I hope you're getting good rest. What's behind me? My car seat. This is my car cover. My car seat cover. I'm in Mom's car. I need one of those twisty tripod things that I could like hook on my steering wheel. I can make like videos of my car. I don't know. Like this, I'm being very vulnerable right now. Recording at a rest stop. Recording? Going live at a rest stop. With my windows down. I don't like it, but whatever. I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore. I've got a lot of good memories, but not in a balanced way. Where you get good times and bad times. Mine have been bad for 20 years straight. Oh, I feel that shade. I'm at the point where I think I may as well be a Cenobite. I don't know what that is. Cenobite? Definitely when talking about this topic, one can sound very unsound and cuckoo. I don't even know sometimes. I don't even care. People who don't talk about these things sound cuckoo to me. It sounded like your younger childhood friend was your mimic zebra or doppelganger, wanted to copy everything you do. Yeah. What do they call it? Destiny swap? People literally want to take your destiny. Like, be you. It's so strange, man. Did that light just get brighter? I don't know. I think about it and I'm just like, I think about all the people from my past and I'm like, why did I hang around them so long? I mean, again, like, it's like it was given to us to learn, to get stronger. That's all we can do with it, or else I go crazy. I'm like, why didn't I could feel it, and there would always be friction, and I'd be angry with them all the time, and it's like, they felt that too. Like, why were we even friends for so long? But that friend, I mean, literally took everyone and everything, like really trying to be me, and it's so weird to think about that now. It freaks me out. And that friend too, this is what I think about, and I'm like, why did I stay friends with that person? Why didn't I just up and punch them in the face? Violence is not the answer, guys. But I was crying to her because we were friends forever. She knew my mom. And I tried to talk to her. We were at a bar one time and I was with her and her partner. And I was like crying to her. You know, I was drinking, crying to her about my mom and wanted to talk to her because she knew my mom. And she goes, I don't know anything about that. Like, ask my partner because her dad's dead. I was like, what the who says that? You're friends with somebody for how many years? And you say, not me. I don't, talk to them. I was shocked. Shocked. How could they sleep at night, you know? What doesn't kill us simply makes us stranger. Yeah. Demons fear one name. They all know it and believe in it. Not in the same way, but they fear one name. The Chatterer will be my Cenobite name. We have such sights to show you. You're scaring me, guys. Life's great since I learned magic's real, and it's not the magic people. Not the magic people think either. It's more about balance and shaping and changing the future. Yeah. Magic is real. just with one C. It's all real. Whatever you want to be real is real, and that's the magic. That's the crazy part. I don't even know what to say, Joey. What's your podcast about, Don Rivera Diaz? Did you answer that question? I don't know. I don't know if I want to collab with anyone. I'm just getting the gist of doing it by myself and collabing with you guys right here, right now. Yeah, now it's all online and virtual. It would be nice to have her. She's a very wise lady. I'm very grateful for this. I'm very grateful for this. I wonder if, like, I think we're all traumatized, and I think we'd all mess each other up if it was on a personal, real life. I'm burnt out. Music is peak. That happens to the best of us. I'm blocked from many tarot readers. Soul collector. You gotta calm down. What's going on? Oh wait, where'd that message go? Hi, Jesus fan. Any loud motorcycles tonight? No, there was a truck. After the motorcycles, though, after I got off live last night, there was this really loud people that parked next to me blasting rap music, yelling at their young toddler that was screaming, crying to get the F back in the car, screaming at each other, and I got really upset and drove off like as loud as I could. Thanks, Marina Life Animal. No Illuminati signs. What's going on with people? That's the thing too, like, I get more specific about things, and then people on here, people in real life and on here, you got to remember what you tell people, because they will use that against you. And like, I see the trolls now are getting like oddly specific with the things that I'm getting specific about that are way out of context. They just are like, I think that'll get her. Even though I'm like, that's literally what I say in my videos, like how these people, like, they just want a reaction out of you so bad. It's like, find another tactic. Tick tack. They took everything and become you because they don't know what or who they are. It was the only way they could escape themselves. They're probably still living a lie today. Oh yeah. Or they might be looking back and cringing at their behavior. No, I think they're definitely living a lie. That's why, like, I'm hesitant to even talk about it. Because anytime I try to just have a real connection with almost everyone from my past, it's like do I have a brain injury? Like, do I have amnesia? Like, they make me feel like it never happened. Okay. I gotta stop talking to you now. Because that definitely happened. Yeah, destiny swap. They can't do that with me. They haven't been where I have been. They haven't been through what I have been through. They haven't put in the work I put in. So when they try it, they become consumed by the flame because you're a decent human being and you probably felt sorry for her on some level. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm sick of being good, and I feel so ashamed for how much sympathy and empathy I've had for people when they showed me nothing. Like, how stupid am I? That's why, like, I'm so grateful for you guys, like, to channel it somewhere, because it's like, you're not actually going to take that away from me. You're not going to take my empathy, my sympathy away. I'm going to put it somewhere where it's reciprocated. And if it's not, then I'm reciprocating it. I'm doing something with it. You know, and I'm going to make a life for myself where I can see it mirrored back to me. That's all we can do. We cannot let these people tear us down and keep us down. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand. And like, so many of you guys relate to this. Like, what? Do I do magic? Not like with a K. But like, I mean, I have like a frozen... No, like in a like childlike way. I have oracle cards. And I like candles and set intentions, but I don't like the magic stuff. Nothing against people who practice magic, whatever you're into. Not my thing. I feel like it's really good. Okay. I could like hear some... I don't know if it was like something. I don't know. I'm paranoid. Get a little bit more privacy and give people a rest from hearing me yap. I should go soon, guys. If you want something in this material world, this material life of you must manifest it and speak it into existence. Yeah, that's magic with a K, and I'm not down with that. But people believe in that. Like, I know about all that stuff and like deities and things. I don't believe that you need anything but like the one true ultimate God. Like, that's the magic that I work with. The creator of it all. That only wants the best for us. But nothing's good or bad. You just ask for it and you receive it. I don't need to have no ritual or some weird... I don't need to sacrifice people, nothing like that. I just live in my imagination. I remain childlike and loving, and that's my magic. Just fucking twinkly stuff. And some cuss words. Doesn't it feel like loud people being near us is like a scripted event that must happen once a day to test us? I guess so. I'm so sensitive to sound now, especially if I don't get enough sleep. Sleeping in my car, I'm just like... Yeah. I think like because I'm like too much out in the world, I don't have my own home, like my own four walls. I just feel like I want to like yell at people and lecture them. They're trying to exist out here. It's like, this is their public time, and I'm like, this is my house. Get out. Yes. God. I never understood the appeal of rap music. I thought people only pretended to like it to look social and be accepted in Black communities, but it looks like some actually like it. I like old school rap. I used to a lot. I don't know. I can't like a lot of my old music that I listen to because and a lot of rap music, like, it's got a good beat. Like, if you like to dance and stuff, yeah, it's good. But the mumbly stuff, I don't like. And I don't think it's just one race stuff. It's just music to get the people together. But then if you listen to the lyrics too much, it's like, oh, what are we doing? Like, the beat's got to be really good for me to not pay attention to it, and that's very rare now. I can't do that all the time. I like something to work out to. The trolls are very obvious, and yeah, I want a reaction. Too predictable, yeah. Solo life is very fulfilling. It really is. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've really experienced so much. Like, I'm starting to follow and watch, like, van life people. I don't know, and they just talk about how I did this all by myself, like, "Oh, I've been doing that. Should I be making content about it?" Like, I just do it. I can't believe I've come a long way, you guys. Like, sometimes I look back on the things that I've done or experienced, and I give myself anxiety. I'm like, "What were you thinking? Why did you go there? Why did you do that?" And nobody knew. Nobody knew where I was or what I was doing. It's so fun. Yeah, a couple songs are catchy, otherwise it seems to lower IQ. Yeah. Like, a lot of music, if you really think about it, like, since Elvis, I'm sure before that, like, it's all we've been, like, they've been numbing, like, our sexuality, like, just creation, like, sex is to create, but they've been making it, like, more sexy in a way to profit off of it, and it lures us in to give a shit about pop culture. And we think we've been so twisted to think that it matters in some way, and it doesn't. And especially, like, rap music, it's about sex, it's about expensive things, just hating each other, hating the opposite sex, but over sexualizing them at the same time. Like, it's just not a healthy, what it is now in mainstream, it's not healthy. It hasn't been for a long time. And the ones who were healthy, they're dead. You're dead. We were conditioned to see ourselves as the problem at all times, but we know better now. Yeah, we do. Deep, quiet, a rabbit hole we could go down. You're awesome. Yeah, it's hard. I feel oh my goodness. A lot of people are tied to a perspective of reality that ultimately serves controlling power. Yeah. That's why I think it's a good thing to understand, like, magic with the K. Like, did that just get brighter again? What the world leaders actually believe in. To understand, like, how controlled you're actually being, and, like, how there's secret symbolism and everything that we're really, like, drawn towards and believing in, and secretly or unconsciously worshiping. Like, it's really freaky, but the truth will set you free. That's how I've come to terms with that. I'm like, oh, they've been doing all this crazy magic stuff on us this whole time. That light just became brighter again. It's freaking me out. You know, I could just be my own whimsical. I can make my own little magic up that hurts no one and nothing, and not be afraid of it. You know, not be even. Everything exists within our imagination. To bring things into this material world. And you don't got to manipulate other people to make that real for you. You can just believe it, sit back and get it. But a lot of the times it doesn't come from where we think we're going to get it from. Like, we can't, like, think we're going to get it from a specific person or specific thing. That's not up to us. How it happens and when it happens is not up to us. But when we take action on things that we want, we become that person who has it. We get it. Like, it's just common sense too, but that's the magic. But there's people who think they gotta do weird things with blood and stuff to get it. You don't have to do all that. Okay, this light is freaking out on me. I'm scared. It feels like the more weak you are, the more humiliation with interaction is somewhat inevitable. People cannot understand others that have real and honest depth. They instinctually put those down. Yeah. It's not even, I don't think it's like the more weak you are. Like, what do you mean? Like, vulnerable? I think the more authentic you are, the more you stand out, and people see you, whether they realize it or not. Like, whether they're aware or conscious of it or not, they really see you, and they see themselves. They can feel the distance between who they truly are and their not being because of you, because you're authentic. That's good. Are you guys seeing the light flicker? Yeah. Magic is all the things we still can't explain, which is most things, really. I think magic is everything we can explain. Yeah, that light's definitely flickering. The Elsa magic is canon now. Not weak, awake, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Johnny. Johnny Saifa. I don't know if you've seen my one comment on your video you posted earlier, but I am couch surfing like Elon Musk in your car until you deem me no longer welcome. You're couch surfing like Elon Musk. Does Elon Musk couch surf? I don't know where you're gonna surf at. There's no room. Get your own car. Paranoid equals aware. What's that say? Sure, but you don't need to have a spirit of fear, and there's too much of that. You can have courage, wisdom without needing fear. Yes. Except there's the part about the beginning of wisdom, but that is something else. I think it starts off, you start off good. You start off fearless, naive, as a child. And then fears come up from other people's fear and bullshit and opinions in life. And that puts these fears into us. Also, like the programming from media and things like that. And then eventually we get so fed up with the fear, or we see little happy magical moments here and there that's like, wait, why isn't that fearful? Like, why is this good over here? Why does that make me feel loved? Not good, but why does that make me feel loved over here when all I've known is this fear and hate and disconnect over here? And then I think that because of that fear leads you towards that love. I also just think it's like any movie, any story, any adventurous story. Like, things go wrong. There's loss. We gotta lose. We gotta know how to lose in order to win. Or else you really can't appreciate when you win, when you receive love. You don't appreciate it unless you've been through the fear. You've understood the darkness. You've had it so many times, and you didn't choose to connect with it the entirety of your life. You chose to believe in something. Like, for me, like, what I experience now and what I share with you guys is something that it was just in my mind. I didn't experience this with anybody in my life, but I chose to believe that it's real and it exists, and I've been experiencing it within myself, and now it's in my reality. Not all the time, but I experience it more than ever because I just believed in something I can't see more than what my reality was showing me, which was just fear. Like, a lot of us just don't know love, but we got to believe in the love to really see it and experience it, and like never back down from that. Ever. Even when you're mad. Zebra, somehow I came across a vid a month, somehow, some way, and you chose me, and I expect. Joey? Sympathy and emotional is the life of an empath. Yeah. Wu-Tang Forever. Yeah. Tiger Style. Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs and Harmony. You read on Reddit that I'm a racist. I'm on Reddit? It's my concern. Did you read that on Reddit, or did you just hear that in a video and you just wanted to be a creep? Wonderwall, that's a good song. You've helped me, pretty lady. Bone Thugs and Phil Collins, one of the greatest collabs ever. What's a collab? I keep getting spiders trying to come in my car. Kind of sucks, not a fan. Yeah, I had a really bad spider bites last week. All up my leg, my back, and my arm. Like huge, itchy. And there was this weird bug yesterday. I was like, not cool. But the room that I rented before living in my car had spiders everywhere. Like, I'd be laying in bed on my phone and a spider would just go across my face. Okay. And one time I took a sip of my water. Like, I just got a fresh cup of water. I set it down on my desk. I went to the bathroom. I came back. I took a sip and I was like, oh, there's something in my mouth. And I thought it was like a crumpled up piece of paper, like a tiny one. Like, I was just like, oh. And I got it out. Or I like kind of like spit it back out in the cup. But it was a spider. I just feel like after that experience, like, there's no reason to be afraid. You know? Yeah, I'm not racist at all. If you need me to tell you that, I'm not. Will they portray being naked with another person as something exciting and fun when it's actually really awkward and sometimes degrading and dangerous? It's only fun when you know each other. Oh yeah, we're still talking about rap. Or I'm reading old comments talking about rap still. The more time we spend in the Word of God, the more truth, light, and discernment we will have in this deceptive fallen world. Yes. I don't see what could matter more than that. Do not harm the spider. They are more interested in other insects you have around your domain, even if that happens to be a car. Yeah, I just let them hang out. Like, now I'm getting hot and I have to roll the windows down, but I don't want to disturb other people's sleep. One issue is deny when you come face to face with evil. Yeah. Realizing the dark side exists and is powerful made me realize the light is real. Yes. Yes, well said, Marina. I agree. Kind of you come face to face with evil. You come face to face with it and somehow make it through. One issue is authenticity, and that requires being the same person at home and in public. And I think shame, fear is part of what suppresses the inner good in people. Harder if you can't trust. Yeah. Yeah, we have to be authentic, but also, like, there's things that... I'm gonna roll down my back windows. I'm sweating a lot. That's not the back one. Let me crack that one. And I think shame, fear is part of what people suppress. So I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but I think there's like different parts of us that not everyone needs to see. Like if you're in a romantic relationship, why do your family members or your colleagues, your coworkers, why would they ever need to see that authentic romantic part of you? You know what I mean? But people really do shut off. They're just not authentic. It's so weird. I don't understand. I don't know how to vibe with those people. Or people who can't even, like, I don't know. Joey, I could go the rest of my life without ever hearing that song by Oasis ever again. They just played it too much on the radio, you know? I worked at Subway for my first job, and the guy I worked with, smart as he was with everyone. Yeah. You worked with the guy at Subway for your first job, and the guy I worked with was the same with the customers as he was with everyone. That's the first time I saw authenticity. I was like, wow, I want to be like that. And I've strived to be the same no matter where or who I'm with. Coming from a family of people who always put on a show. Yes. It was people like that and like those little moments that helped me be more authentic. And my family always, same thing with my family, they were always putting on a show. And I understand, like, even now people think I'm putting on a show. I'm like, no. Like, I was very confused to realize, like, my family actually, it was just a show. I thought it was authentic when I was really little. But then, like, my mom had a brain aneurysm when I was 14. I already, like, was seeing it, but I couldn't put a pin in it, you know? I couldn't really see it. But then after my mom had a brain aneurysm, I was like, oh, it's all been a show. Holy fuck. I never want to be like any of you people. Why we're called to have children like Faith? It's easy to be that way. It's all about having an ego death, which can be achieved many ways. Unfortunately, the fastest way is through certain drugs, but once you have it, you change forever. Face everything and react and rise. False evidence appearing real. Pizza. I got pizza when I was in my motel room because I was scared because the guy I called the cops on was still in the room, and I was like, what am I gonna do? What if I leave my room and he's like, you? So I ordered pizza and it made me incredibly sick. I didn't even eat, like, I ate a couple pieces, and so I got breadsticks and I was just like, man. I've actually been like eating more fruit, like doing like a fruit fast. We're so saturated by social media and other needless crap that listening to our mental signals can be very difficult and tiring. We're so far separated from a place to interpret things synchronistic. Yeah. Yeah, because there's like a true algorithm to life. Social media is just based off of real life. If only people knew that when we had real life. If more people understood that, it'd be a lot different. And even now, people understand it with social media, but they think they gotta just be a person on social media and not in their real life. It's still like holding them back from just being real. dream within a dream. Thanks, Johnny Cypher. If you're hungry, Queen Zabe can help you order a DoorDash or something. I have cherries, thank you, that are getting moldy. And bananas. I got out of my yeah, a lot of them got mold on them. I was gonna eat them, but it's too dark. I'm gonna wait till it's daytime, till the morning. Breakfast cherries, and I'm probably gonna have to eat like the whole bag because they're just going to go bad. I wanted to eat them earlier today, but I don't know. I was too angry. I don't know. I forgot about them. Chickens. You can give chickens cherries? What about the pits? Do they choke on the pits? I have sunflower seeds, just the actual, they're seedless sunflower seeds. Like, you know, the pure sunflower. And I feed them to my crow friends. I love to feed the animals. It's not possible to be real online, they might say. I think people conflate their false expectation story in their head because they are not aware. Yeah. So believe in you, not that you need that, but thanks. Yeah. For sharing and take care. Message got broken up. Yeah, Henry. That's what I've been realizing too. Like, anytime people try and put another person down, I mean, it's so cliche and obvious, but I don't know, just going through that personally, I'm like, wow, people really do project all day long. Like, that's why you can't really let anyone's words bring you down, or even their actions, because it's like, that's going on within you. Like, people, if they assume I'm fake or whatever, I'm racist or something, it's like, people just want to make up whatever to bring you down. And also, like, you're not doing, I understand too, like, if people didn't talk shit, if people didn't try and be all up in your business and try and bring you down and humble you, then you're not really contributing anything worthwhile. You know? I mean, there's good people in my life too. Don't get me wrong, but the negative has heavily outweighed that, and to talk about the negative helps other people because it's trickery. It really can trick you and make you believe in all the fear and the hatred, and that's all there is. I think it's more authentic to say I've been through that and you don't have to take that shit. Do you have a cooler or something to keep things cold? No, I just have like a little, I put it back in storage, but I would fill it with ice and it would last. In the heat, it'd probably last only a couple hours. I would like to get like a bigger, like a Yeti. But those things are like $300. But there's a fridge at work and I had it in the fridge earlier today. But yeah, I didn't have a good day, so I didn't feel like use. Good night, Joey Balboni. I think you're going to sleep. So expensive for cherries here in Sydney, Australia. Almost spring. Hope prices go down. I'll grab some. No pits. Do not eat the pits. Poison. Poison. And choking hazard. Hi, how do you get off the phone with someone entertaining but draining and toxic? I have to go. Bye. Sam, I'm really tired. I'll talk to you later. I've seen my chicken swallow a locust. Oh, they gobble the cherry pits too. That's something too. All these negative people, they taught me how to just... They don't care about your time, so why should you care about theirs? And like, how come live your life? If you're tired or you don't want to go do something, why can't you say no? Why does it have to be the rigmarole? I love feeding crows. In my local area, I feed a bunch grapes and grapes and peanuts. And they started recognizing my face in my car not long ago. And it was one of the greatest feelings ever. Yeah. Yeah, I fed the crows. And then when I moved to Yosemite, I used to, there was like a porch, a rocking chair on the porch outside my door. And I would just go out there all the time and feed all the birds. And there was ravens. There was one raven amongst these little tiny birds that would just, I was like, all right, you guys need to calm down. They're like beating each other up for the sunflower seeds. And one bird, my roommate filmed it while I was at work. A bird, she left the door open for a little bit. A bird came into my room because I wasn't able to feed them that day. So a bird literally came into my room to look for me and be like, where's our food at? Like, we're expecting you. And they would like come and fly up more as I sat out there. Like, first they were afraid of me and then they started trusting me more, and it was the best feeling. And now the crows here will literally will get on top of my car and start pecking at my car when I'm at a certain spot. Yeah, crows will remember. Sometimes I'm like, are crows really smart, or do people just finally understand that animals can think and be social and remember? I mean, they are really smart, but I feel like a lot of people don't realize that animals are conscious. It's very strange. Sometimes I wonder if the hater comments are bots pre-programmed to bring down happiness. Yeah, I wonder that too. Because I think the bots are getting pretty more realistic. Crows are the only animal other than humans that play around for fun. Are they having fun? I feel like they attack each other a lot. When I watch birds too, they really do attack each other. If a spider was as big as a person, it would eat that person. So we should keep this in mind the next time we feel like going out of our way to protect the little critters of the cracks. Yeah, some guy trained a crow to bring it money. Oh, pressing buttons. Thanks, Confused Alaskan. It's really comforting listening to your talks. I'm dozing off here. I also feel like I just got to be quiet. Racism is just recognizing the differences between tribes and having enough situational awareness to notice your own tribe is being erased. The word now means survivalist. It's a compliment now. Yeah. I feel like diversity is under attack. And if you mention someone's diversity or even appreciate it, not in a mean way, like appreciate it, just acknowledge it, people will come for you. Yeah. Especially if you are of a certain race yourself. Makes absolutely no sense to me. I like to be inclusive. I love diversity. I love learning about different cultures. It's just a silly argument. Very silly argument. We met over a year ago in a whole other chat, did we? Whose chat? Who's bad? I wouldn't put it past me. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'll comment on other people's videos now and they'll be like, hey, I love your channel. Hey, I know you. Wait, you're here? You watch them? I'm like, ah. It's kind of cool. I remember my pet doggy I had used to hump my leg every time I come home. Miss him dearly. Totally zebra. The one thing I read was that we shouldn't do it too much because it disrupts their natural feeding patterns. So we need to space out how much we feed them. Aww, but they're hungry. I like to feed everybody. I mean, there was a lady like asking for money in the street, and I got like Trader Joe's ice cream, and I was like, do you want ice cream? I don't know. I love to share my food with people. I don't know if it's individually wrapped or something. I don't know. Some people are weird with taking other people's food, which I totally get, but just want to give the kids their snacks. Yeah, so the squirrel knows how to hide acorns and then find them later. Don't get me started on the squirrels. And then find them later. Birds know how to migrate and make nests. Octopus can change its color and texture. A goldfish got stuck. I freed it. It still died. It says a lot about life, no matter what your intentions are and what your goals are. It doesn't care. Yeah, nature be nature. Do you believe in free will, or do you just think we have it? Wait, do I believe in free will, or do we just think do we just think we have it? See, I go back and forth with that because I do think it's already written for us. But I think it's like we have the free will to choose to recognize like when we should wake up, like how I've been talking about the fear, and like you can either choose to stay with the fear, or you can choose, you can choose to go towards your dreams, whatever that may be in life, like get over the fear and go towards that. Like we have the free will to do that. But it's all what has been chosen for us, or what we maybe have chosen for ourselves before this life, it's already written. I really believe that more and more, because I feel like no matter what I do, like I can't escape, if that makes sense. Like what I've been talking about lately, like being of service to other people who have been in abusive situations, I feel like I cannot escape that no matter what. So I feel like I don't have free will in that. But if I just accept it, like life works a lot easier. It feels so much better, and it feels like there's meaning and purpose. And it feels more divine and like miraculous, but it's like, oh, like I just finally accepted it. Does that make sense? Am I explaining things right? Yeah, but I think, like, no matter what, we're connected to each other. Like, everyone, even the shitbags, like, they're written in your life. Even people with terrible lives. I mean, I've known people, like, when I was in grief groups, they were given horrific, you know, I went to rehab when I was 14, and I would have to go to, like, NA and AA meetings with these grown adults, horrific stories, and they would be so grateful for that happening so they could be sober in that moment. You know, like, hearing that as a 14-year-old girl, like, oh, life really does hand us shit sometimes, and it's what you make of it. That's the free will. Because how come other people choose to stay in that darkness? How come people choose to stay in their addictions? But other people, like, what clicks in them, you know? Yeah. Johnny Cypher, great stream. Here's another appreciation. PS, highly considering a pet for my 3-bedroom apartment, no outdoor. And thank you, Johnny. That's sweet of you. Highly considering a pet for your 3-bedroom apartment. A guinea pig. I don't know if you guys know Tanya, who's on here. I always want to say Tanya, but it's Tanya. It's my buddy. She has a little guinea pig. I heard that you got to get 2, though, or else they get upset. I think I'm being too loud. People want to sleep. I don't want to be that person, you guys. Guinea pig, Johnny, that was very sweet of you. Thank you. It's been in your shirt pocket, eating all the time. I see things in license plates a lot. It's too coincidental. Yeah, I see license plate stuff. I see it everywhere. Like, I changed how I talk to myself, and then I saw those words projected everywhere. I still do. Like, when I changed my internal dialogue, everything. The people that I met too, like, what? There seems to be a lot of events that take place just to maintain a low vibrational state of awareness in which you are never meant to overcome. Any attempt to do so gets pressure increased. Yeah. I think we're in a frequency war. Yeah, you should get a guinea pig or a flying squirrel or mice or rats. I love rats. Or fish. You're not even talking loud. Don't worry about the others. You're helping people right now. Thank you. I know, it's only 9:30. I do get annoyed though, because I'm like, this is a rest stop where we're supposed to rest. But if I was with someone right now, I'd be yapping at them. What's the difference? It's done in a way that makes it very obvious to me that there's something that I cannot see that is messing with me. If we're all infinite consciousness, then it stands to reason there's an infinite entity that is suppressing us. Yeah, okay, but if there's an entity that's suppressing us, then go back to then there's an infinite consciousness that is expanding us, that is also accepting whatever we want to be true. Like, there is the ultimate God who is above all, and that's your source. You connect with that, because these entities suppressing us, they connect with it to suppress us. So why can't we connect with it to expand ourselves and free ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, it's the infinity. Like, just keep going back and forth. Keep going back to realizing, like, You're infinite. You are completely, you are pure awareness itself. You know, it's like, oops, now we're over here again. Now you feel those entities suppressing you. Oh, but remember, go back over here. Oh, oh, oh. And then eventually, like, it just kind of like, you kind of just like bend time. You can slow it down. Like when life feels like it's speeding up, you literally do less. And it's like you control time. Like the Matrix when the bullets are going. Yeah. You do less. Like when I'm feeling anxious and stuff now, it's like I slow down and then I don't know, like the confirmation on what to do next is so sped up and I know exactly what to do. And I might not know exactly in that moment, but like I take the action on it and it's like, yes, because you're building that momentum towards that good belief of you are infinite. You are part of this. You're not bound, you're not chained. You are free from that. Yeah, we're all meant to be here right now. Wherever you are. You have friends that went to college in northern Idaho, and one of the guys had a rat named Gary Buddy. Nice. Yeah, I mean, just more than 100 years ago, people didn't even know germs existed. Do you fear people around? I mean, yeah. Well, I'm at a rest stop right now. I want to be respectful because they piss me off when they're too loud. But I'm breaking through my fears by continuing talking. Gary Busey. Oh, it wasn't Gary, but it was Gary Busey. I love Gary Busey so much. That's hilarious. Johnny should get a guinea pig named Gary Busey. So those were invisible forces controlling us. I mean, God's an invisible force controlling us. Amen. Jesus is our source. Yep, Zebra. Jesus has given us power and authority over the demons. Yeah, like what you focus on, it grows. Like it's all here, it's all now. What do you want? You tap into it by just believing it over and over and over, focusing on it over and over and over. We can't see sound waves or frequencies. Humans have such limited eyesight, hearing, and smell. I know the ultimate force wants light and laughter for all of us, and that's it. I felt it my whole life, and I know it's true, and my heart just feels that truth. Yeah, you listen to that. That's another thing. Like, that's what I practice when I meditate and do like breath work. I just imagine the light and the frequencies and like literal waves around me, like all around me, coming into my body, going out, connecting with other people. And that's manifestation itself too. Like, who knows if it truly looks that way? But you can create that to be true. Because we are just waves and frequencies, lights. I love imagining like the waves of our energy. I love it so much. I mean, even during 2020, they were like, stay 6 feet away from each other because we have an aura around us. And when we don't connect that aura, you know, we're disconnected. Like we're meant to connect our auras. But even now, like we're connected through. I love thinking about it. Do you guys remember the movie Donnie Darko and like that liquid light? Light. It started to connect him and all his family members and everyone involved in the movie in his whole life. Like it was all connected and it was following everyone everywhere. Like that's what's happening with us. Speaking of slowing down, ever had a bike wreck? Slow, then pain. Yeah, one time I was riding on a friend's bike and I hit both the brakes. I wasn't familiar with it. And I like spun or fully around. It was quick and then pain. Avatar, the last time bender. Who said they did acid? And that definitely changes your perspective of time and everything. You believe that there is one God, you do well. Even the demons believe and tremble. Yeah, I think about that a lot too. Like all these people who believe more in like, who do like ritualistic magic, they have to have entities. They have to have all these, they have to have something to sacrifice. They need all these things in order to help them with their beliefs. But when you just believe in like a one true creator and God, you don't need any of that. Like, because you already are tapped into it. And it's just silly to me that people, I guess I just don't like the rigmarole. I'm just going to keep using that word forever. It's just too much rigmarole with all that nonsense. A lot of evil people got too much rigmarole. And these signs will follow those who believe. In my name, they will cast out demons. But Jesus' name was I am. So what you affirm to be true is the truth. Don't forget, you are the I am. That's all you need. Oh, but we forget a lot, don't we? So does that mean, oh, charge my phone, you better charge it. So does that mean unbelievers in this world are worse than demons? Jesus has all power and authority. I think the demons operate through them. Yeah, Marina. I think the unbelievers got it worse because they don't even know. Because if you don't make a decision is made for you. You can be easily controlled when you don't know for yourself, when you don't know who you are and what to believe in. I've been overly positive my entire life, and pessimistic people seem to be attracted to me through my whole life, and it seems like I'm just here to teach them a lesson, to just let go, be nice. And that's how I felt for a long time. That's what I've been trying to speak more about. But more so I'm focused on now, like, I don't care about their lessons because they don't care about me or mine. They don't care about us. You know, to call our power back, the lesson is, yeah, just let them go. Be kind, sure. But they don't deserve your positivity. They don't deserve you. They want to be around you because you have something they don't. And they'll just keep taking and taking and taking, and most of these people don't learn any lesson. We want them to, because we learn lessons, we grow, but maybe they will, but it's none of our business. The connection happened and now it's over. Just focus on yourself and what that energy and that growth is going to attract from now on in a better way. Yeah, they operate through people. Satan himself masquerades as an angel of the light. Yeah, Shade. They attack your mind and make you believe it's your thoughts, but it's really theirs. But it's not even theirs either. But it is, you know. Demons believe in God and most people don't. That's kind of creepy. We're surrounded by them every day. It's a good way to put it. Demons believe in God and most people don't. Yeah, that's why I've been talking about it more. Like, you need to understand, like, people who run things believe in this certain thing. They truly believe in this darkness. And it's not like to scare people and that's the end, but it's like, you need to know your enemy so you can be wise and have more discernment and get closer to your God. Like, we need to understand what we're truly up against. Because I can't believe people still think this is just, like, what is normal life? What does that mean? Like, that life is just about going to work and I don't know what is life even supposed to be if it's not awakening? I'm just on that path, dude. The spiritual path. I guess not everybody's on it. It just makes me sad to see, like, the changes going on and the control, and it's like, ooh. But also, let's be grateful for those people who are asleep and they can kind of take the hits for us. You know what I mean? Let's be grateful for them. 9 more sleeves, and all the Washington kids are going back to school. They're probably getting so nervous. Oh, sleeps. Oh, good. I can have my peace when I go outside. God, I hated school. Pyramids, the Romans, Mayans. People have definitely been getting things done, just in different ways. Don't get me started on pyramids. What do you mean I'm charging my phone? What are you talking about? Okay. God uses us to plant seeds to them, and He does the watering. I like that. There's no way some club beaters built the pyramids or the spiral tube structures underneath them. That goes many miles deep. Whose minds the God of this age has blinded? Boy. Whose minds the God of this age has blinded, who do not believe, lest the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine on them. I need to read that to myself. Hold on. A lot of things in the Bible. I mean, I haven't read anything else, so that's all I know, but more and more lately, I just kind of squint at it sometimes. I mean, I did when I was younger, but like in a totally different way. But now I'm squinting at it like, not that, but I'm just thinking. Because some of it is really dark and cruel. And it instills fear. Like, why should we fear God? That part I just don't understand. Who wrote that, you know? I mean, obvious thoughts here. UFO abduction scenarios have shown multiple times that saying the name of Jesus repels or repulses aliens. This can be found in hundreds of cases, so we need to decide what relevance that has. Honestly, I do that to this day. I will say Jesus or Jesus Christ when I need help. But like I don't worship Jesus like that. But I think there's like a huge manifestation with Jesus that's already put it out there. I think we're tapping into a certain energy, definitely. Because so many people have beliefs about it, right? So you can literally tap into that. And have it help you. I mean, anything. But if a lot of people have focused energy on that, it's much easier to take from that energy and have it help you, if that makes sense. I think all UFO stuff is demons in high places, as scripture mentions. Yeah, something, dude. I also think it's just, they're just trying to connect and build outside of this earth. And be like, oh, it's aliens. Yeah. Spooky. Don't look, it's spooky. It's confusing. You won't get it. Yeah, a lot of the time people practicing these rituals have many specific tattoos. That's one thing I've noticed and realized that helped attain certain spirits to them. People need to read up. Yeah. How do you say your name? Hey, I'm going to play some games. Yeah, you gotta pay. Like, the symbolism is everywhere that is controlling us and controlling those people. And they get it tattooed. They put it everywhere. They put it on advertisements. They put it on corporations. Everywhere. Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's everywhere. And I used to think, like, it's just conspiracy, Illuminati, but why is it everywhere? You know, like, why does everyone do the triangle or the one eye? Like, it's, you know, like, it's just like modeling fashion ads. It's not like, I guess they are trying to sell us something, but it's like, you know, I'm just trying to think, like, maybe people think like, oh, they're using it on purpose to try and get more popular. That's like the argument, right? Like, it doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to get more views or sell more records, things like that. Do people buy records? Sell more music? But no, there's people literally in a club that we're not part of. And that those symbols are like high fives to each other. Hey, the COD01, thank you. You're a beautiful soul too. I love the conversation about the Egyptians. I don't know enough, so I'm not going to get involved. I got power banks, Joey. Were you going to bed or something, playing Oasis? You look like my ex-wife. She was mean to me. Well, I don't know what to say to that. I feel like those are bot comments because I get a lot of those comments too. Like, you look like my ex. She broke my heart. What am I supposed to do with that information? Vanilla Coke, great stream. Compared to the ETs, they were club beaters. What are club beaters? I'm imagining people like at the club. Oh, I'm gonna stay out of it. All right, everyone, take a drink, take a pee. Wow, you guys are really, oh my God, you guys are really chatting it up. Okay. This is a random live, but I've been doing them more often lately, like almost daily. I was really upset about the motel thing because I was going to go live, but my battery might die soon, by the way, and I have my battery. I was next door to a lunatic, so I didn't want to talk or move or make any sound, so it ruined my whole plans to go live. But I like doing these more. Read more. What am I supposed to read? What did I miss? There's conversations between some people about Jesus, and there's conversations with other people about the Egyptians. I support all of it. See, Johnny, that's what I have an issue with. It's like, how do we know we're saved? How do we know, like, we're locked in? We're locked into heaven. Like, the idea that we're always sinning keeps us going to church, keeps us in a cult. That's the part I could never get into. And Jesus even said, like, it's within you. And go and do greater things than I. Ask me for nothing. Do not worship false idols. So I don't understand. Okay, I don't think scripture teaches that. We're just hoping for the best. Literally says that believers can know they have eternal life. Our assurance isn't based on being. Big bag of moldy cherries. Only some are. It's too hot. I messed up, okay? Yeah, I want to know, just not think. Then know it. Decide. Being sinless or trusting in our works, but in Christ and His promises at the same time. So there's a difference between having assurance in Christ and having absolute confidence in ourselves. John 3:16. If you look at the Freemasons, they're obsessed with Egyptian mystery school teachings. To me, it looks like a class that was obsessed with the material world and a class that wanted to elevate. I've heard theories that the Egyptians and people throughout history, especially the Egyptians, they were building something. And they have found a way to like reincarnate or clone themselves in some way. Still wrapping my head around that, but they're finishing something that's been started long ago. And in Rome, like, why do we worship these places but we can't go too far into it, and it's never fully understood. But I feel like long ago, that's what I believe in more, is like long ago, they were onto something. They just couldn't finish it with the knowledge that they had, the technology, but they left things behind for people to pick up on. Or people believe that people are just can live a lot longer and that they never died. It's very interesting. But yeah, Freemasons are everywhere, dude. And they worship a lot of ancient stuff. They're continuing a cycle. My little children, these things I write to you so that you may not sin. And if anyone sins, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. Carving giant structures from mountains with sticks and clubs is what they want us to believe. Freemasons are creepy as hell. I knew a guy who got into it. His wife wore a hat with the logo, even though she's not allowed in. I'm gonna be decked out. Just kidding. Yeah, one time, because the black and white checkers and stuff that I'm into, zebra stuff, I knew someone who was friends with somebody who had like a room, like a Freemason room with the black and white checkered floors and the 2 pillars and everything. I don't know how they allowed this person to take a picture and send it to me, but they did. They were like, take a picture, but like that's the only person you can send it to. And when I received that picture, I was like, don't you ever send me this shit ever again. No. Do not associate me with this stuff ever. And I didn't even fully know much about it, but I knew, like, now I know more, and I'm not down with that. No. The Bible also says the road to heaven is narrow, and the road to heaven is narrow, and few will ever find it. So we got their heads up their asses. I used to dog sit for them. I felt creeped out and quit because he was a Mason. Yeah. Well, I think Freemasonry, that sounds like a spaceship. I don't like that, dude. They're coming for me. What was I reading? I think the Freemasons are a lot like Scientology. Like, you don't really know what you're worshiping until you reach a certain level, but you have to keep going. You got to keep paying into it, keep showing up. And then, like, something is revealed within each level. And by the time you get to the toppest level, it's like, whoop, too late. And most people don't get up that high. Just Tom Cruise. Because, what's her face? There's a Scientology actress that was talking about it all the time. Leah Remini. She was saying, like, she finally reached, like, the top. And, like, you find out the big secret. You get to know everything. Like, she's waited her entire life. She's donated so much money, so much of her time. And she was just like, you find out that you're worshiping a god called, is it Xenu? Like, it's all this silly sci-fi stuff. And she was like, are you kidding me? This whole time I did all this work. I donated millions of dollars. I dedicated my whole life. And I'm worshiping Xenu? Is it Xenu? Or am I thinking of Xena? Something like that. I feel like that's what the other the other clubs are like. Oh my god, hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. It's like the German guy from World War II, Zebra. They tell us just about enough to make the suggestion they want to make, but won't ever show us any subtitled videos of that figure. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. But, like, are there Germans who watch it and can translate it? I'm being abducted by aliens right now. Zeep says trying to answer the best based on what I know. Can't remember exactly what you were struggling with, but maybe towards how do we know if we are truly saved? Oh yeah, what did I ask? I guess it comes down to what Jesus has already done for us, and how he says that those who come to him, he will by no means cast out. Was I cutting out again? Hold on, let me... Yeah, well, I feel like, the things that I have read that Jesus teaches, it does feel the best because it's what I have come to terms with, you know, and it's pretty obvious, like, you know, God's not going to deny you. Just know it. You have to know it. I mean, it's gnosis, right? You have to know it to be true, and it's true for you. And it's all here and right now. I hear like little footsteps now. I think an alien's coming up to my car. It was said that death rituals were performed in the Great Pyramid in Giza, and there was a shaft where people would drop into a pit of snakes to fulfill resurrection rituals for knowledge. And they would perform these over and over. Yeah, they've been doing weird shit like that forever. Read in English, my fair lady. Love that language. Okay, the aliens are here. You guys are funny. Hi, Lawrence Wainwright. How are ya? Yeah, just a bunch of shrimp in the sky, just a bunch of crap from L. Ron Hubbard's sci-fi books. I hope it may have helped to explain what I meant. Soul Collector, and you're worried about making noise. I know. I don't want to be that person. There's videos circulating that have been translated by Germans, but they're heavily suppressed. Interesting thing about those videos is that they support what the Palestinian side has been talking about regarding their struggle for almost 100 years. I don't know anything that's going on with that, to be honest. I don't know if I want to, because I don't believe anything anymore. And I like to just focus on the here and now and what I can be concerned about. Not that I don't care about other people and what's going on in other countries, but there's a lot of shit going on in our own country, and I'm gonna focus on that. Because I get way too, my empathy gets drained. I will get too into it, and what can we do? What can we do, and how do we know what's real? Am I in focus? And they always want you to donate, but it's like, what's really going on over there? And then you hear things that it's not real, it is real. Not Israel, but is real. I just don't see like why we need to be mentally involved in things that we can't even, what can we do? If we were there, it'd be totally different. Like, it just breaks my heart that like we can't go, and they just want us to watch and like argue and be in fear. Maybe I should join the army, you guys. Just kidding, I'm kidding. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for our sins. I know what's true in my heart, and I'm no longer afraid to speak it, even if it creates hundreds of enemies for me. Yes. Would that be considered to sin willfully? After that, we have received the knowledge of truth. You know? I don't know, but even like that language, even if we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge of the truth, because I think, like, I'm imagining it being written and being read by people who have bad intentions and can keep people who are really good-hearted away and keep them in power. To believe that you're always sinning and you always need to repent. I hope God gives me the option of being punished for falling short, even if He grants forgiveness. If we truly have free will, we should be able to cast ourselves into the abyss. Yeah, we are. Don't hope. Hope is a sin. You gotta know. You gotta know. And you gotta decide. And it is given to you. That I know. And that's what we gotta know, because they know. I think there's just saying, I know I'm saved because I trust in Christ and His promises isn't necessarily prideful. Oh, but saying, I know I will make it based on your own faithfulness or assuming you cannot possibly fall away can become prideful and presumptuous. But why is that prideful and presumptuous? To know you will make it. Because that's putting your full faith in God. To know. Like, it depends on the situation, what you're moving towards in life, right? Why is that prideful and presumptuous? That's what I don't understand. Because that's full faith, that's full trust, that's full knowing. Yeah, Marina, this is fun. Joey, the aliens are gonna probe you. Hey, Pluto babe. Should still keep us humble and examining ourselves, so I think we can have assurance without becoming presumptuous. Oh, I get it, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Because some people are prideful and presumptuous. I get it. But those people who are prideful and presumptuous also consistently tell other people they're prideful and presumptuous by saying, oh, you think you know? That's what I've been facing. And like with Christian people, like there's people in my family that I had a falling out with who were very triggered by my belief, my knowing. Like, and I wasn't even trying to be prideful or presumptuous, just how I am now. It's like, I wanted to have an open conversation about it. And it really pisses people off because the church really wants you to think that you're so close, but not quite there. Keep working on it though. And don't be too much like Jesus, because that's presumptuous. Like, take this so literally, but don't take it literally. And don't think you're better than anyone. Don't think you're the best. Don't think you're good enough. Don't think you're saved, even if you're saved. It's just like, fuck. Like having unwavering faith, total trust in the unknown has brought me more peace than anything, than anybody. And people who question all the time and need other people to tell them who they are and what to believe in, this really pisses them off. But it shouldn't, because if they really believed in it, who cares, right? Why are you trying to put other people down for their beliefs if you are solid in your belief? Scream as if your life depended on it. The graves are trying to abduct you and take you away from us. Ew. Their fingers. Ugh. I still, like, when I was little, like, aliens were everywhere in the 90s. Everywhere. Unsolved mysteries and stuff. My grandma was obsessed with them. And I was like, what? I remember being so little and like, what is this life? Like, why are aliens a thing? And then you go to church and you learn about God and Satan, and it's like, what the fuck is this? We're in space, dude. But people are like, aliens aren't real. They're real. They're not real. It's like, but we're in space. And there's a reason. Do you guys think, I have a serious question right now. Do you guys think about, is it Project Bluebeam? Is that, like, do you think they're going to fake an alien invasion? Or do you think it's really going to happen? Like, I think they're creating a psychosis. Like, they made weed legal to get us more out there with their thinking and confused and in this weird psychosis, and to believe in things that really, like, are true. Because for so long they're like, that's not true. That's crazy. Don't worry. It's movies, it's fiction. Don't worry about it. And now they're like, it's real. It's happening. We admit it. We've known about it for a while. But do you think it's all part of, like, just creating a psychosis, or do you think it's, like, really true, is what I'm asking. Oh, if you read up on near-death experiences, it changes a lot. Aliens are rarely mentioned over the course of thousands and thousands of reports. I think there's something much bigger at all. Yeah, that's interesting, yeah. I think the alien... I guess, yeah, I've never really seen a video or heard of anyone who had a near-death experience that talked about alien stuff. And the alien stuff that I've heard has always been like a traumatic experience where they took them away and performed surgery on them or something. Probed them. Yeah, they have crazy technology now. I think the alien invasion is going to be the rapture, and to explain why people are gone suddenly. Oh. A bit of both, keeping us weak, tired, stressed, and separated. Aliens are a very American thing. That's true too. No other country is obsessed with them. That's true. Well, as far as I know. People checking out daily, sad. Yeah. if they fake the invasion, it'll have to be done with lots of smoke and mirrors. They may have some craft that they know how to fly around. This will help them fake it even more. Well, they have holograms. Like, remember, like Snoop Dogg and Tupac were touring with holograms? Like, that's how people think it's gonna happen. Like, they have technology to fake it. And they keep it hidden, and I think they're gonna be like, look how real it is, but it's technology creating false images, false evidence appearing real, fear, false evidence appearing real. Jacques Vallée said it has more to do with what Carl Jung said. It's more of a mental manifestation than a corporal reality. It's hard to determine the physicality of the UFO reality. I should have read that in accent. Yeah, I bet AI will be used. Aliens are behind AI. The sky lit up like it was day, and we were abducted from the back of the campground near the tent section and dropped in a whole other part of the campground up towards the front by the store. Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about your own experience here, Soul Collective? There's shrimps in the sky, you know. Good night, Pluto babe. Thanks for stopping by. It'll click for you because it also says to keep on knocking. Keep asking, keep knocking. And the door will open. The real aliens might not want them to do it though. The governments and the cabal, only do what the ETs let them do. I'm gonna be so scared to go to sleep tonight. I asked the owner's son, did you see that? He said, see what? Like, he's waiting for me to verify it first. I said that lie. He said, yeah, that happens all the time. That happens all the time down here. Aliens clean the drug labs. Blasphemy. France released a report decades ago where they covered a massive amount of accredited cases with photos, radar confirmation, reports from professionals. It was a massive compilation. Oh, so it's not just America, it's France too. Anyone here ever seen a drone show? Crazy what they can do in the sky now. Yeah. I have an implant embedded in my finger. It cannot be dug out, but it is visible. Soul Collector. Okay, good to know. I think the ETs are behind the rapid advancement of tech in the last 100 years. The sky whale phenomenon. Regardless of whatever happens, time is very short here. Our lives are but vapors. Yeah. Also, there was an event in Colares, is that how you say it? Brazil? That happened back in the early 80s. I feel like Brazil has a lot of weird stuff too. Where dozens of people were hit with beams with UFOs and many died. Army went in, took photos, and drew. What was that? Where? I don't know where it was. Was it Bethlehem? But a light shined down. It looked like the shape of an angel. It like shot down. What's the big church? Oh my God. I need to look this up. I'm going to sound nuts. And then it shot back up in the sky and people recorded it on their phones. But it makes me wonder, was that like a drone thing? I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. Like, was that staged to cause fear and confusion to us? Or did that happen because they got information from that light? Because I'm pretty sure it was over a church. That was a long time ago. Maybe like 15 years ago. Get her done. I'm probably gonna sign up and sub to your YouTube, maybe send super chats or $1 sometimes. You're not subscribed, Joey? We all can speculate what it may be, but I think the Lord said he kept it there to keep him humble. I remember I got prideful when the pastor casted a demon out of me. I love how all over the place this chat is. Yeah. God gave him visions and to see heaven, etc. I would be prideful. If I saw that too. Yeah, I would buy me a coffee and you can do the super chat thing if you'd like to donate at all. No pressure. So we're meant to feel unworthy to keep us humble and coming back to him constantly. No. Should I just keep reading their conversation and then go back and read the other conversations? And also there was the friendship case from Italy where they had many UFO sightings and they said there were alien bases on the floor of the ocean that were honeycomb shaped back in the 70s. Bro. But I don't think it's aliens. I think it's really good technology that they know about. And also, I don't think they're from here. Or we're not from here. Dude, so my mentor, Terry Cole Whitaker, some of you may know that. She's written books. She used to be used to have a televised ministry. I think it was like for Christian Science, Church of Christian Science. She's been around. She's now gone, but I would talk to her. She told me to look up ants. Look up ant colonies. She just kept saying, like, she would say things that felt like, I think she was just like getting older and like just sick of talking about it. I don't think she was sick of it, but like, you know, sometimes you're like, okay, yeah, but I don't know. She's left me a lot of gems that I just don't know how to process. I'm still processing, but she would keep mentioning like, look up ants. And one time I finally looked it up, like after she passed, and I wish I could talk to her about this. But the first one that came up, there's ant colonies that they go into they go to another ant colony. I think they kill the queen, rub her scent all over them to trick the other people that they mix in with them and they take over their colony and they make the ants that work, the regular ants, they're slaves. So they don't have to do work in their own colony. They take over this one and then they make them their slaves. Did I explain that right? Like, I think about that all the time, and I think that's what this is. They just take over and have made us their slaves, and we think there's something real and true going on for whoever's leading it, but they're not the originals. Like, they don't even belong here. Do you pick up what I'm putting down? It's hard for me to say, like, oh, they're aliens, or because I still have images of like stereotypical things in my mind that I don't really believe that that's what it is, but I do kind of believe that that's what it is. Just a bunch of conspiracies in my mind for now. But it makes sense. And in Gnosticism, they teach you like the archons. You know, the demiurge and the archons really take over. And there's you can say like how parasites take over in our bodies. They're leeching off of us. They're eating us alive. And we don't really have any clue. Like, they slowly take over. And like a lot of people think it's just like manifestations of this kind of archon energy, alien, not just like aliens with big eyes, but like alien, like foreign alien things, entities that just keep coming in and like attacking who we are, taking over. I need to go to bed, dude. I saw the light going up that you mentioned. I think it's all for show until he calls us home. All other events are man-made or evil forces in high places. Once that trumpet blows, and hey, Johnny, are you still in the chat? I went on a rant, so I'm behind. I have a question. Also, oh, I already read that. The chosen people surrounded on 7 sides, the golden bridge, the golden gate, has already begun to open. They just don't realize it yet. That's the thing, like, whatever, like I said about Jesus, like, there's so much focus and thoughts going into that. If you tap into that, it's there and it's true. There's so much thought and focus with alien stuff. If you tap into that, it's true. Anything. And I think now whatever we focus on, my camera's not focused. Whatever we focus on, that's going to be our reality. I mean, that's what it's always been, though. But like for a deeper spiritual meaning, that's what it's going to really be. Okay. Johnny, what does it say in the Bible about like is it the 4 horsemen? The last one, I'm getting it all mixed up, before the rapture, maybe. It's made of iron and metal. Do you know what I'm talking about? And like that's literally like AI and robots and stuff. Like, that's the part that freaks me out. Not many people talk about that. I don't know. I don't remember certain names. Abaddon. But I'm pretty sure it's like maybe it's the angels. And they explain like the last one that's supposed to appear. I'm saying this all wrong. And it's got like teeth made of iron. Have I seen a UFO before? No. A UFO just drove by. No. I saw some weird alien things a couple years ago at a Reiki group session. I say no. I think if you say no, they go away, they don't show up. I do not invite any of that crap into my energy. I don't want to. No, thank you. No. No spirits. I don't want to see no dead people. No, not not in this lifetime. I got enough to deal with. CERN completely messed with timelines, and now they're shut down timelines. They're doing so, man. The creatures that torment and how people wish they were dead. I don't know. It's supposed to be the fourth one that shows up. Or the last one. I'm pretty sure it's the fourth one. I don't know if it's the horseman, but I think it's the four horsemen. I don't know if I'm being... You mean Revelation? The strange locust-like creatures have breastplates of iron and tails like scorpions. Their king is Abaddon, Apollonia. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that. I wish I could remember things in like chronological order and make sense of it. Thanks for helping me organize my brain. But I know it does say something in the Bible about iron. And that's literally like the robots that we're facing. And I think it is in Revelations. So I think it is that. But it says more about that. That part really creeped me out because we're literally in that timeline. I think what we allow into our mind affects us greatly. I mute ads for medications now. I feel they can make us sick through subliminal. Yes. Yeah, Jesus fan. I realized that, like, me and my grandma would watch commercials and we're like, oh my God, like the side effects that they go on and on about. It's like, why? It's ridiculous how they keep doing this, like showing us this. And then when she was in the hospital, she had a stroke and she was in the hospital. She was out of it, but they had the TV blasting and it was just endless commercials that got longer and longer. We would time the commercials and how long they got longer and longer throughout the years. And it was just in the hospital, a bunch of commercials on TV about illnesses and medication for it. That's all it was. And it was just, and it goes on and on. Like, why do we need to know all that? Like, what do you mean? And then talk to your doctor if you have this. How about if I feel weird, I'm going to go to my doctor and then my doctor is going to inform me about that medication. Like, why do I need to? They are definitely subliminally messaging us all the time. Dude, I went to the doctor recently because I had that possible blood clot and I just wanted to get checked out, make sure I'm okay. And he was like telling me I got arthritis starting in my knee. He's like, that happens when you hit 30, you start to get arthritis. I'm like, I don't need to know that. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, I don't need to know that. And then he's like, yeah, and then if you sleep in your car, like you have back problems. I was like, no, I don't. You're gonna have back problems. Ever since he told me that, my back's been hurting. Like, it's so absolutely real. Try and get in our minds. I'm gonna have nightmares, thanks. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Last Horseman. Okay, so it is the Horseman. Is 100% AI. The Pale Horse is the last one. I think you're talking about the last beast that Daniel mentioned. Hold on, guys. Sorry. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, the fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Daniel 7:7, the fourth beast. Sorry, Jesus fan, I didn't see that throw until now. You don't think those creatures connect to the AI and the robots? What do you mean? What? Oh, maybe you didn't see that comment. I think it's the pale horse. What Jesus fan said, after this I saw the night visions, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I'm thinking. Anyway, back to the commercials. There's a reason why they pump so much money into commercials and push them so many times. Yeah, those homes for the elderly are the worst. Yeah, well, this was like the hospital. Luckily, she never went to a home, but they are the worst. My other relatives were in there, and I would get like migraine headaches and nauseous every time I left, and just feel so heavy, and that energy is just terrible in the old folks' homes. They know the best. I'm sure there's probably good ones, but you probably got to be very rich. But it's still like, it's so weird. People just dump you off there. That's where you gotta go die. It's so sad. This chat is all over the place. They knew the best way to get people was through subliminal messaging and repeated message consumption. Exactly. And symbolism. Do you know what's the key to the abyss that houses abandoned? Most High Divine God locked him away until the day he unleashed it upon the world. I worked at one for a month. That's all I could do. I never wanted to end up in those. Or anyone I know, unless to punish them. Yeah. When you condition generations to consume media willingly, you have a legion of subjects who will rabbit in whatever you present, so it becomes an open playing field for them. Yeah. So I'm saying, like, you can create any thought forms. The group thinking mind creates giant thought forms that we all get sucked into. We all have been sucked into different ones throughout our lifetime. That's why you got to know who you are and your God to keep you away from unconsciously signing up to these group thinking thought forms that aren't necessarily, they're true, but they're not true if you don't want them to be true. But people really, like, people worship their doctors and like believe their doctors over their own thoughts about what's going on in their own bodies, you know? They believe in pharmaceutical medication, drugs. Liquid Quill, we're talking about everything, man. Good night, confused Alaskan. The iron imagery is usually symbolic or prophetic: strength, destruction, kingdoms, judgment, rather than robots in the modern technical sense. Iron imagery usually symbolic of prophetic strength, destruction, kingdoms, judgment. But the fact that it says like it was different than the other ones. And it's what we're experiencing is different than any other time in history that we know of, that we're used to. You know what's trippy? I had a brother tell me that when he came back from overseas, he kept these souvenirs in his house. Then out of nowhere, he started to have nightmares, sickness, etc.
until he threw it out and realized they were witchcraft items. He returned back to normal. Just like there's power in words, we say death and life are in the power of the tongue. If we speak life, we reap life. If we speak death, we reap death. Even people joke and say, oh, that joke is funny, I'm dying. It's dangerous and we must be mindful. God spoke and it was made, and we are made in his image. Words we speak have power. Yeah. Yeah. I believe too, like, I mean, people can put like curses on food that they serve you. Like, that's why I said earlier, like, you know, I like to just give people food, and how some people are weirded out by that, but like it's like prepackaged food. I'm putting joy into it, but yeah, people can do that to items that they buy for you, that they gift to you. I used to work with a girl. God, she was creepy. I forgot about that. She was creepy, dude. She had like a weird obsession with some guy who had a girlfriend. But like we would talk, and then she was just so obsessed with him. She started coming towards me, and then she would start buying me food that she bought off of like Facebook Marketplace or TikTok or something. Like, I don't want this shit. And she got one time she got me like champagne with gold in it, something like that. Nothing too expensive, but I was like, I don't want that. She got so mad. I'm like, I don't drink. But she kept like buying me, like, take it, take this, take this. And I really think she was like putting a curse or a spell on the thing she was trying to give me. Like, it was so weird. I remember she was like, have you seen this Netflix show? I'm like, no. She's like, do you know what it's about? I was like, no, I don't watch Netflix. Like, whatever, what? And she's like, oh, it's about this girl who stalks somebody. And she like got my phone number from somebody else. I'm sick of people, you guys. Yeah, it was really sus. It was really weird. And like the guy would joke about it. Like, oh, she's just obsessed with me. I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm probably gonna be murdered. So if you could like help. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, the point is, be careful with what people give you, what people try and sell to you, what you're looking at. I mean, I always talk about that. What are we watching all day? Do you guys remember what you watched all day, like on TikTok or Instagram, even YouTube? Do you guys remember? Are you guys going to remember this conversation? Like, that's weird. We should not be consuming all that. Like, it's doing something to our brains, to our belief systems. So, just popping on to remind everyone to not go off with some stranger in their car. Spiritual people are seen as targets by traffickers. Just saying, sorry that lady spooked the F out of me yesterday. What? Yeah, don't go into a car with strangers. Don't go anywhere with strangers. If everything is frequency and vibrations, then what we say and sing is important. Yeah, Marina Life. So I was saying like about, yeah, all music, and it's like a certain frequency too that they changed it to, like certain hertz. Especially like, well, all music now. It's all sexual. It's all get drunk, do drugs, or do a specific type of drug. Like each decade of music, like the 70s, like, you know, you drop acid, that was like in the music, smoke grass. Then it became cocaine, and people were doing crack in the 80s. Then in the 90s, it became more heroin. It was that frequency. that aesthetic. It was in there. It was coming from the musicians. And then like the 2000s was like that pop era. Lots of alcohol, Adderall, you know, more pills. And then it became more like Percocets and I don't know, Oxy, or people taking Oxy. What is it now? And then there was like the people are drinking cough syrup for a while. Like it's in the music. I'm telling you, this world is just a giant drug and sex trafficking cult. It's everywhere. I need to go find somewhere else to sleep. I need to go to bed. I said that a couple hours ago. Can I just say thank you to everyone and the people who were in this chat? Like, you guys are making my whole year. I love that we're having these conversations and I can connect with you guys. Like, this is what I wanted. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. And I love you and I appreciate all of you so, so much. You really have no idea. I know I sound really monotone and tired right now, but I'm really so happy and thankful. Yeah, people around us that don't have our best interest at heart suggest things that will implant subliminal messaging. Yeah. $144 is that what it is? That's low. Shorty got low, low, low. Like music in the 2000s, like when I was in middle school and high school, like Britney Spears, that poor thing, her whole career, her whole life since she was a child, like it was all, she was so sexualized. All her songs are so sexual. It was all about sex. And it was all to sell this image to all of us, males and females and males. Like, this is what you are. This is what you should be obsessed with. This is what you should crave. This is what you should be. But she was like the ultimate. Like, all her songs are like Epstein's top 100 list, you know? Like, I can't listen to the things the same way anymore. It's so obvious. And I kind of knew that when I was younger. Like I said, like everything kind of sounded like an instruction manual. And like all the rap songs, like telling girls what to do and how to have sex and stuff. It's like, what the, why is this music? Like, it's kind of funny when you hear it because it's so ridiculous. Like, why do we need an instruction manual? And then you find out about P. Diddy and stuff. And it's like, oh, because that's all they care about. That's what they're doing. That's all they care about. Anyway. No unwrapped candy at Halloween either. Nope. Pantera ironically tuned to 132 hertz, and the music is still viewed as very positive despite the aggression. I do like Pantera. I like a lot of the metal from those days. But I do think it's all, because Satanic Panic was around those days. I do think that was the beginning of like really, I think like like Led Zeppelin stuff, The Doors, Rolling Stones. I mean, even the Elvis. No, it started with Elvis, I guess, to sexualize and like brainwash us for human trafficking, literally. And then the Satanic Panic thing. I mean, now it's all coming out. Like, that's what they do. They do these rituals. They bang. That's their whole life. They do drugs. That's all music is. And if that you can get a bunch of especially young people, into a certain frequency. Like I was talking about, like the group think, you believe in that, you get sucked into that world. If you can get a bunch of, it's easier to get younger people into that, then you can really manipulate people's minds and their lives. It's fucking creepy when you really think about it. It's hard to trust anything. And like so many, like, I mean, I know I'm very childlike, but like there's so many adults that are like the time of, you know, how my grandma was and like how grandmas were for my generation. Like it's almost gone. Like everyone's like just really sexualized and like childish, not childlike, but childish in like a bizarre way. Like it's cool to a certain extent, but also like, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like what they've done to us. If I ever did, I think it would be described as deeply socially connected. Britney's first song is about a schoolgirl who's not that innocent. Yeah. I'm a slave for you. If you seek Amy, which is F-U-C-K, me, you drive me crazy. And it was all like, because these people want you to believe that relationships should be really complicated and abusive and obsessive. You've been hearing Britney on the radio lately? That's weird. Yeah, she doesn't look the same. There's like a conspiracy theory that she's already dead and that like her Instagram, just throwing a lot of conspiracies out. Because there's one of her dancing and like the face like shifts and then goes back. Like there's a filter on her face. And she had this fake wedding with Madonna and Paris Hilton, but like their hands like that are around each other's waists and stuff, like they don't match up, and like their fingers are literally like distorted and disappearing. Like it was just AI images. And like Britney Spears has not been out publicly in so long. But then once those theories came out, then they said, oh, she got arrested for a DUI. But there's also another girl who looks just like Britney Spears that impersonates her, so I don't know. But I believe it. I think they offed her a long time ago. I didn't even like Britney Spears when she was around when I was younger, but in my 20s I liked her. Like just some of the music. Anthony Hood, good morning, you are so kind person, thank you. Sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, there's a conspiracy that they're clones or like, I don't know, because Kanye West talked about it and he said if I ever show up like this, then that's a clone, and he showed up like that. I mean, there's all kind like, it's interesting, but again, it's like, what do you believe? And is this another one of those group thinking things? You know, can you get into it and not attach to it? But I really think it's really just, people need to understand that it's not about that person, but to see it is, those people are real people who have been victims of this, right? But like, they're using those people like brainwash us. So we need to wake up to that. Like, why are we worshiping these people? Who gives a fuck? Excuse my language. Yeah, I think Mark Zuckerberg is a robot or demon, definitely not human. Dude, he's weird. 11 p.m. British Columbia. Yeah, I'm in Pacific Northwest. I'm close to you. It's 11 p.m. I can't believe I'm still awake. I gotta work early. Demonic autism. Remember, they call out the rocks to fall on them and hide them from the face of the Lamb. We're almost there. What if, like, you know, I said about the ants, how they took over a colony? What if that's like part of it? What if that's not even those people? That's why they look so weird and act weird. Because it's not really them. I'm like, why? Maybe I'm dumb, but I feel like I'm missing something. Like, why does Elon Musk, like, he just had an interview lately telling us about the economy and shit. What does he have to do with making money for us? Like, doesn't he just make rocket ships? And, what do you have? PayPal or something to rocket ships to the cars? Like, what? Why is he giving us this advice on what the world's going through? Who is he? Am I missing something? You know, like, he's not a politician or anything. Joy, you need to go to bed. It's their world, and we're just doing what they want. It could be biological, like they get biological clones of celebrities, but I think it's some sort of essence control that allows shapeshifters to become them or look uncannily like them or something. Yeah, dude. We've all seen Elon bring down rockets from space, right? And going to Mars. What are we? What? What kind of world? What in the world? Isn't it all fillers and Botox, plastic surgery? Maybe that stuff makes it easier for them to hide. That's what they're saying. Yeah, Photoshop, AI. That guy's way too overrated. Who is he? I don't understand. My back hurts. I just remembered when Lady Gaga had those weird face things. It was part motorcycle. Like, what the fuck was that? I don't remember that. But she's satanic, dude. Like, she's kissing somebody's ass up top. You know what I mean? What happened? Cod Stereo, thank you for the super chat. I like your perspective on things. Would you be open to making a video? Hold on. Would you be open to making a video on if drugs can be good for the soul in a mindfulness, meditative, and moderate way? Thanks for the wisdom and positivity you bring. Cheers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Be open to making a video on if drugs can be good for the soul. I mean, I can. Am I gonna get in trouble? I forget I can heart these things. I'm sorry, guys. And I keep hitting the wrong button when I do it. Like, is there, just to get some context, is there a drug that you're struggling with that you want to feel is good for your soul? Like a specific one? Zero waste. Elon is an idiot. Why are you talking about that guy? Well, I don't understand why he has so much influence. Is what I want. What I really don't like. Who is he to say have so much influence over the economy and stuff? And like, am I missing something? Am I dumb? Yeah, Elon buys companies he builds nothing. This is a strong smelling earthy. I feel like I'm gonna get in big trouble by talking so openly about all these things. Oh, I think you said that before. Soul collector Dolly Parton gave the horned hand sign to Taylor Swift before asking her if she could have her firstborn. That's something that they do often in record companies too, or musicians when they sign contracts. So I believe it. Going to Mars is some BS. Like, let's repair the environment on this earth before trying to repair Mars. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. Did he reply? Okay, Cod Stero. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Good question. It was an odd ask for me personally. Weed helps for numerous reasons, although I can definitely see how it could be a problem. As of now, I think it helps far more than harms. Yeah. I mean, I could make more videos on it, but I guess I could. But I will tell you, like, weed helps until it doesn't. Any drug helps until it doesn't. Like, I think I've said it before, maybe on videos, but I feel like a lot of drugs, like when I did harder drugs when I was younger, even though I had no business doing it that young, it saved me a lot from the reality that I was in, like an abusive reality. But it also pulled me into a lot of darker realities that I wish I didn't know about. But at the same, like I've been talking about, like, the darkness is the light, so I don't know. Maybe I don't have the energy to dive into it, so maybe I should make a video. I literally feel high right now because I'm so tired, but I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people use it as a cop-out eventually with anything, weed, alcohol, psychedelics. That they hold, that's how you get addicted and stay addicted, because it served its purpose, but then you hold on to that purpose when it doesn't have that purpose anymore. Like, eventually you gotta go on your own, you know? You gotta go make it on your own, kid. Yeah, it's a crutch. I mean, even like therapy. I was in therapy for years and I've been without it since I moved up here. But I would talk about that with my therapist. It's like, no, like, you've learned enough. You've done this enough. You have the tools. Like, go. And if you like intentionally use any drug, it can serve you until it doesn't anymore, because it's addictive. Yeah. But I mean, I smoked when I started smoking weed again. I was in a lot of physical pain. I had a lot of anxiety and depression. I was on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication. I was on all this other medication because I had reoccurring shingles. I had the immune system of a 70-year-old. So when weed became legal, well, I would buy it from someone before that. And then it became legal, and like at first it was like it saved me. I was so grateful for it. It was like the best thing until it wasn't. And then eventually it's just you're numbing the pain. You're not resolving anything. You realize you're just numbing it. Like it takes over. It becomes the crutch. Well, I appreciate it. Codstero. I mean, you're gonna, weed ain't the devil, weed ain't a saint. It's all good until it ain't. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Like, I think I said this in a video. Like, if you feel like you enjoy it, you like it, do it. But if you're having those thoughts of like, I wish I wouldn't do this anymore, and then that thought's getting louder and louder, like that's your cue. It's time to let it go. And that voice is going to get louder and louder until you let it go with anything. Let's move to Mars, you guys. Let's just go there. We'll go there first and be like, dibs. Giant promises. Oh, Rando, what'd you say? A lot of people are telling me I skipped over the comments, and I don't know what comment I'm skipping over. I'm sorry. Rando said, I agree, zero waste, but this money-centric system makes normal, average people seem so above us all, when in reality, they're so average. Yeah. Migrate to another world where we need to pull resources from this one. Sounds logical. Like, that can't even be real. I think that's just to get us to argue. Mars has no trees. Good luck. Hard pass. Yeah, I love Washington. Washington and Oregon are like the most beautiful. More so Washington. Oregon's more desert. Yeah, they got money for wars, but they can't feed the poor. Rest in peace, Tupac. I got addicted to weed because my life was so depressing and it let me escape into a fun world. Yeah, it brought me back into my imagination and creativity again. But then it's just like, then it just made me tired. Too much of anything is not healthy. Joey, you are way too hyped. It is way too late. It's way past your bedtime. Is there life on Mars? It's one of the good things about this live stream. It gives you more relaxed space to communicate and connect with people. Thanks, Johnny. Stealing the water from Earth and taking it there. What do you do on weed affects that a lot too. Yeah, Marina, when you feel you gotta smoke because you can't sleep or can't eat without it, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's how it was getting. Or like thinking all day at work, like I can't wait to get home and get stoned. Yeah, dude. It is 11:19, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting real sleepy. And I don't want to be disrespectful to the other people anymore who are probably trying to sleep. I'm thinking this crazy lady talking to herself about aliens. Yeah, alcohol is worse to me. Good night, everybody. Thanks again. I appreciate all of you. Have a good night. My ear's ringing. If the aliens get me tonight, love you guys very much.